Hey everybody, we're going to take a quick yard tour today. Our flowers are pretty much at peak spring flower. We've got a lot of rain coming in this evening, and I'm afraid by tomorrow it's not going to be quite so attractive. Unfortunately, I already missed the sunny part of the day, so it's not going to be quite so bright out, but it should still be a nice look around. So this is our rock garden, or what we call our rock garden anyway, even though it's actually just sort of a tiered garden. And it's just chock full of daffodils, and you can see we've got some hyacinth in here. The hyacinth, of course, smell absolutely amazing. And we've got all sorts of other stuff that's starting to come up. You can see some sedum back there. We've got some columbine coming in already. Of course, the iris swords are already well up. Stone crop, the ground cover, pretty much everything is coming in at this point. Our peonies are well underway. Everything is just looking beautiful. So this is, again, our rock garden area. And we'll move on down by the Bilko doors. And look at the little beds here. I got my little water feature up and running. Of course, huge beds of daffodils. These are all going to be done and gone pretty soon, and we'll have the next wave of summer flowers starting to come in. We have some really good looking daffodils back here though, and I actually am noticing we have a lonely little tulip coming in back there. But these daffodils, oh, we got some big yellow tulips right in front of me. I didn't even notice those. Wow. But I love these daffodils. I like that dark center with the light petals. These daffodils are amazing. Those are triple heads right there. We got more of the triple heads back here. A little bit of creeping Jenny ground cover coming in. Bleeding hearts right here. These are going to be tiger lilies. We got these crazy looking double head. These aren't just doubles, these are double head. You can actually see they got two centers on them. Interesting. I really like these back here too. These are beautiful. You have the singles, and then you've got the doubles there. And we might even have some triples planted over here. These all look like doubles though. Bleeding hearts are already blooming. Another little tulip right there. These bleeding hearts grow so fast. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. In a couple of weeks, you won't even be able to see that window. This whole corner will be covered by those bleeding hearts. So we have lots and lots of daylilies starting to come in. More daffodils. Hyacinth. We got hosta that are well underway. We have, well, we can see some of them out here too. We have these double daffodils there. We have what look like at least doubles, maybe even triple daffodils heads down here. Those are crazy looking too. Wow. Now, and here comes Squeaker. Alright, so not much going on down the driveway, but you can see all the forsythia is in bloom. Looking lovely. Yeah. What are you doing? Alright. So there's a little bed here at the top of the driveway. Pretty much more of the same. Looking to see if there's anything that we really need to single out and have a closer look at, and it doesn't appear so. So you get a pretty good look at that. These are actually akuba is what they're called, and long ago I had a customer. I spray deer repellent for a living, and one of my customers was just not, we just were not having any success at their property at all. The deer were just relentless, and they were damaging these akuba so badly that they finally dug them up and asked me if I wanted them. I said, yeah, I'll take them home, and they now look like that, so I'm glad I did. So this is another daffodil that is crazy looking. This one I believe is called Rip Van Winkle. I actually know the name of this one. That is a daffodil, believe it or not. So those are crazy looking. These are just big and beautiful. So this will be all full of hostas and iris, and we've got some tiger lilies coming in here. Likewise, this bed up here is going to be a lot of the same. The wife has been up here chopping down bamboo. You can see all of our bamboo. I don't recommend planting that, but we did, or I did, I should say, a long time ago. And honestly, it's not really anywhere nearly as thick as it would be if it got a lot of sun and water. It doesn't really, so it took a long time for that to really start growing in. It goes all the way along the whole back of the property. That's 20 years of bamboo growth. So more of the same around here. Big patch of daylilies. This is the remains of a cow skull I got about 15 years ago, maybe 18. Oh, it's probably been longer than that now, hasn't it? Gosh, I guess it has been about 20 years. So that has been sitting there for 20 years, and the squirrels and the chipmunks and stuff chew on it. And if you see how much of it is gone, that used to be a complete cow skull. It was the entire skull, including the horns. It had both the horns attached to it when I got it. Well, I should say I found it. Didn't like go buy it or anything. I acquired it, and it's interesting. They use that as a chewer, like a source of rubbing their teeth down and getting good source of calcium and whatnot. I do not even know what these little tiny bulbs are that are all those little tiny dainty blue and white flowers, but we have a bajillion of them everywhere, and they're really dainty and really pretty. Yes, we know you're dainty and pretty too. He's apparently going to be walking with us. So you can see we've got a bunch of them. You going to get it? You going to take that tree? I think he's going to get it. He's chewing on it. Come on. Let's go. Come on. We're walking now. Come on. You gonna stay there? He'll follow us. We have so much stuff that's going to be coming in across these beds right here, but as of yet, they're not really coming in beyond what, you know, again, the early spring stuff. Like these little daffodils too. These are tiny, dainty little things. These are cool little daffodils. Again, the wife has been back here chopping the bamboo down. You can actually see the neighbors' houses a little bit through the bamboo now. I don't know what these bushes are called, but when these flowers are done and they start shedding their petals on a breezy day like today, you'll see it'll just look like it's snow, and you'll just see white petals blowing across the yard. So that's pretty awesome. Buttercups. Didn't know we had a patch of buttercups growing in the yard here. They grow all through the woods. So they probably just somehow got here. These are something my wife planted last year. I think they're Fertilia or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. But these are blooming. This is the first year we've had these, so these are new. That's exciting. Well, there's another one over here I missed. Let's see. Again, just some springtime stuff going on in the beds over here. Hosta are still waiting to come in. This is just the top side of that bed looking down. See, ideally, one of these days, what I've always wanted was to have a pond, small pond with a fountainhead up here, and then have a waterfall cascade down these hills, and eventually have a larger pond down at the bottom, and have the water flowing into that. But that's probably a bit grandiose for me. I'll be lucky if I actually expand the size of this pond. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. We've also got pretty much around every tree in the yard, we have a bed full of stuff. Told you he'd follow us. So it's hostas, daylilies, all the basic stuff. We got more hostas, daylilies and stuff like that down there. So we will make our way over to the other side of the yard. Our property goes all the way up into the corner back there behind all that bamboo, but that's about as far as it goes. So lots of stuff coming up here, but it's all flowers so far. Are just going to be our early spring. More of the daffodils. These are really pretty daffodil too. Nice and big and bold, and they're that beautiful sort of cream color on the inside. These yellow daffodils out here are pretty. They're big doubles. Some more of those white ones. These are really striking too. They really stand out and pop. The stilby and goat's beard or false stilby. Meow, come on, watch out. Watch out. So we gotta be careful where I step because we've got all sorts of everything coming in right now. But these are some big fat daffodils too. That's a big double head. I know. You see that? Hellebora, I believe is what this is. More stilby coming in here. We have some Solomon seal that'll be coming up here real soon. We have these little dwarf hostas all over the place, so we should see a lot of them soon. Not really out today, but we'll be seeing them soon. These are really pretty daffodil too. They have that sort of green in the petals, and then they have that crazy center to them. Very unusual daffodil there. Looks like we're getting a little bit of sun. Yeah, we hear you. So still many plants left to go. We got some dwarf hostas coming in here. We got a little more dwarf hostas over there. This is a dwarf hosta. We have a bunch of those of varying species that'll be coming up. This whole area right here is all a lot of dwarf hostas. Come on, cat, don't do that in the garden. Come on. Psst, psst. Get. Oh, here's another good one. These are brand new too. These are the ones that are the, I don't remember what I call those other ones, fritillarias or something like that. That's what these are. These are cool little flowers there. My wife planted these last year. So that again is a new one for us this year. Creeping Jenny. We have so much creeping Jenny everywhere. Euphorbia is starting to come in. We just planted this last year too, so that's doing well. It survived its first winter and is looking good. And there's nothing really to worry about down there. Just goes down to the street. More bamboo that's been cut down. Potter's bench, burning barrel, cat. So that is pretty much it. Nothing really down in this part of the yard either. Just goes down through the bushes, and there's my fence, and goes down to the driveway and the street. Nothing terribly interesting going on in this bed at the moment. And that brings us back to where we started, here at the pond. So again, one of these days, I doubt we're going to have a stream flowing from the top on down, but hopefully I'll be able to make this pond a little bit bigger, and then make it much deeper, and maybe even get some more water flow, a little more stream of a pump in there, and we'll be able to have some nice big koi in there at some point. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you check out my other channel, Everyday Fish Keeping. There's a link down below. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon in the next one.